For a class project, a political science student at a large university wants to estimate the percent of students that are registered voters. He surveys 500 students and finds that 311 are registered voters. Compute a 90% confidence interval for the true percent of students that are registered voters and interpret the confidence interval. So we're going to ask GeoGebra to actually calculate the confidence interval. So what we really need to do is just collect the information on the sample size, 500, the number of successes or positive responses, 311, and the confidence level of 90% or 0.9. And once we have those three pieces of information, we can hop over to GeoGebra and ask. So in GeoGebra, we need to make sure that the spreadsheet is highlighted because there's no probability tool here until we get into the spreadsheet, and then we can choose from the one variable analysis menu. We can choose the probability calculator, and then on the probability calculator, statistics, and we want a z estimate of a proportion. So confidence level 0.9, number of successes 311, and the sample size 500. That gives us a lower limit of 0.5863. So my confidence interval is from 0.5683. What was it the other way? 5863. Okay. Let's try that again. Confidence interval from 0.5863 to 0.6577. 0.6577. Okay, and the interpretation is that we can say with 90% confidence between 58.63% and 65.77% of students are registered voters. That's one way to say it. And then there's another way to say it, which is indicated by the GeoGebra worksheet here. The interval is from 62.2% is 62.2% plus or minus 3.57%. So we can also just say it that way. We can just say with 90% confidence. So this is answer number 2. Saying the same thing, just with slightly different words. With 90% confidence, we can say that 62.2% of students are registered voters. With a 3.57% margin of error. And those two reports say exactly the same thing, so you pick one. You don't have to say both. we can have this one or this one. Perhaps number 2 is a little bit more user-friendly because you're giving the estimate of 62.2% rather than an interval that somebody has to interpret.